everybody to a different video. If the sound is weird, I'm moving, okay? This is the last time you'll see these bookshelves like that and this room like this and my wardrobe here because I'm moving. Like, I'm currently sitting on a ladder because I just took down my curtains and my room is a mess. But let me show you what it looks like right now. Like right now, we're just dealing with stuff. Like the shelves are there. There's a bunch of stuff back here, but I'm gonna show you the new room because I already did a few things. Now, in case you're wondering how am I doing that, it's just because this is where I live right now. This is my door. And then over here is my new room. It's, the bed looks exactly the same because I just put all my stuff here. I already did some shelving stuff and I tried not to move a lot of books. However, in this room, I have this wall and this wall to be used for bookshelves. In this new room, it's a little bit larger. I got more space for bookshelves. I have 2 new bookshelves that I can put up, and I'm very, very excited to be doing that. So that's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. So the first thing we're gonna do, because I'm not gonna take you along for most of the moving stuff because it's pretty boring. It's just moving things from A to B. Also, like, my family and all my roommates are kind of involved. And right now, nobody's here. So we're building Billy shelves together. I'm using the generic white Billy shelves that are 2 meters high. And then I'm putting like the additional shelf on top. That's what we're doing. Right now, this room looks like a mess. Like, I'm gonna show you the end product, like way at the end. It's just, right now it's a mess. I'm a mess. It's 31 degrees Celsius outside. That's too much for me. I don't like the heat. For now, the plan is to just move all the books and then like put them away either tomorrow or might even put them away on Monday because I just don't, it's gonna take time. Taking the books out of the shelves is gonna take time, and then putting the books back on the shelves, it's gonna take hours. So for now, my priorities have been moving like the big furniture pieces, like doing the bed stuff. I still need to put up my curtains. It's a lot. And also, like, this is not a final thing. Like, I have a lot to do. But the first thing we're doing today is building Billy shelves. Let's go. All right, we're gonna start with building one shelf and then build the other one. I'm not building 2 shelves simultaneously. I know that will go wrong. So we're starting with one of the shelves. And I think I'm just gonna unpack all the parts and then start building. This is so heavy. All right, we got a side piece. We got instructions. Do we use these? I probably should. I was thinking I could do this without him. I'm not so sure anymore. These are the shelves. Screws. This thing. Ouch. Let's build these things. What does it say about me that I can sit inside of one of these? All right, and now we're moving out to the world. Don't do that. Here we go. One down, let's build the next one. Second shelf, done. Let's do something else. I'll see you later. All right, the next step is to move some of these books because this small shelf is gonna go next to the shelves we just built. And I need to get the books out of there, and I also need to take the fairy lights down and take all the decoration down. I'm not sure where to put that stuff yet because there's so much of it. Let's get some books down. just did one shelf, and it feels like nothing. Let's bring that shelf over. She fits. So the plan is to put as many books in here as possible for right now. So just stuff them all in like that and like this. Just make it full so that I can put the other books over on that wall. But I need to remove all the books from the shelves, so I'm just gonna put them here. And then probably on Monday, for me Monday, for you in this video, we're gonna do like a whole organization thing, and I'm gonna explain to you what the vision was here. But I'm just very happy that so far it worked out. So yeah, I'm just gonna stuff all the books in here, and I'm gonna see you all, honestly, with the next step, because I'm gonna take them all down for when I like redo them. So we're gonna see each other in a bit once I have something new, like once I'm putting all these books together. That's fun. Let's go. Welcome to the current state of my room. It looks wild. I know this is not a permanent solution. However, I am quite liking this. This is the first shelf. Let me give you a little tour, okay? We're all here for a little tour. We have the one shelf, and then over here we have the other shelf. We have the window and the bed. And then we have the wardrobe and the desk, which is currently a mess. Right? And then that's the bathroom. So yeah, right now it's going some places. I did take a shower because last night I was so sticky and I couldn't do it anymore. My mom's currently in the other room, in the old one, which is just through that wall. Like, I still need to do some sort of like cleanup and like put things away because right now it's messy. I also still need to like put the fairy lights back up. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to sort through. There's a lot of stuff I need to get rid of. I have so much stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing at this point. But I'm very happy with how it turned out so far. I'm very happy that all my layout plans that I did on my iPad, like, they worked. So we're gonna do the bookshelf stuff tomorrow. And I'm just gonna come back to you once we're at that point, because right now I just need to do a little bit of cleanup. And yeah, you can just watch me clean up. It's gonna be a blast. I hope. I'm not sure, alright? I'm not sure. Alrighty, it is Monday morning for me. During the weekend, I moved all my things. My room looks pretty good, except for these bookshelves. Like, this is not acceptable. So I have a task for today. It's 11 a.m. My plan is to fix up these bookshelves and also the bookshelves over there. So I think it's just time to start. One thing that I do still need to do is build the additional shelving unit that goes on top. Welcome back to my floor where we will build shelves and throw stuff away that we don't need right now. This shelf is surprisingly heavier than it looks. It's just one shelf that goes on top of these. I'm anticipating all of these shelves to be filled by the end, and it's just gonna have to do. And if you're thinking, Vivian, do you really need that much space for books? Yes, I do. I haven't even told you the plans yet. So, the plans for this is going to be the romance shelf. It's a little smaller because we have the half shelf in here. And then the other one, the one behind me that you can't see right now, that's going to be the fantasy shelf. I think we're starting with this one. Where's my hammer? I'm not prepared. Hold on. I got the essentials, a hammer and screwdrivers, because you need those. I'm a professional builder. Let's go. I'm guessing this is the top, by the way. And then for this one, for the little one, you want the tiny, tiny pieces and you go into the inner one. And if you're thinking, why is this brown in the back? I don't know, but it is. I feel like I'm not a professional. Like, if you were watching me build furniture all day, I don't think that would be very entertaining. But somehow building furniture kind of gives me a feeling of being independent. I don't know what it is, because it's literally just IKEA furniture that I can build, and anything else I would probably fail at. Like, it's not like I could build a desk out of a tree trunk. Alright, I just grew up with a dad who had a do-it-yourself mentality. So now I have a do-it-yourself mentality. Now all I need to do is stick stuff together and we should be fine. Pretty sides facing each other. That's how. Alright, first things first. Let's get this plant down. She's gorgeous. Who needs instructions when you have logical thinking? I'm just gonna put these in here. And yes, I know this is not the perfect form, but I'm not tall enough to do it any other way. These things are heavier than they look. They are so heavy. Ugh. Got it! I did it. I did it! Now that I've built all the shelves, and the shelves are completely, perfectly able to be filled with books, I think it's time to talk about our main issue that we're having, and that is, not this one, putting the books on the shelves. I am semi-motivated to do that, so maybe we're not starting with the books. Maybe we're actually starting, I know where we're starting. Let me move you. The thing is, before I can start putting all the books on the shelves, I first need to take them all off of the shelves, which is just not fun. So I'm waiting, and I'm actually starting with this and this wall. If you remember my old shelf, I had the same setup where I kind of had like a wall of artsy stuff and posters and such and whatnot, so we're gonna do that again. So I'm just gonna start putting all the hanging stuff up, and you're gonna watch me. This is what we're kind of working with right now. Let's get some stuff. We have the Illumicrate calendar of, what year was this? 2022. I'm still using it just because I love all of the artwork that's in it. It is July now, which means it's time for the Poppy War trilogy, which reminds me of the fact that I still need to read the Poppy War trilogy. Ta-da! It's not that hard. I'm just making a big deal out of it, and it's not. Huh? I like it, it looks good. And then I have space here for, I still have this thing, which is from the Night Circus, which I could put right there. I like this. This is cute. And then I can put the clock there, or this thing. I still have this thing. I think it's cute. I don't know where it's from. Probably one of my book boxes. Alright, and then I'm just eyeballing things. Here we go. So, by the way, if you have any more suggestions for this wall, let me know. There's space at the top still, but I think so far this looks good. Now, the most important part that lets everything look actually kind of good. The greenery. Seriously, plants make everything look so much cuter. Like, look at it. It looks gorgeous. I'm happy. I think I can't put it away for much longer. We're tackling the books. This is gonna be fun. I feel like it's not a good idea to get all the books on the floor just to put them back up. So, because I have this entire shelf that is also filled with books, we're gonna go immediately to putting some of the books on the shelves. Now, is that a good idea? Probably not. Probably not. It's not the best idea. I have shit ideas sometimes, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, back here, next to my bathroom door, is this handy dandy thing that you can't really see because there's plants all around it, but this is the vertical bookshelf that I have, and I'm not sure what kind of books to put on there, to be honest. What I'm thinking right now is I used to have my special editions up there, but I'm not really feeling that, so I could make an entire like TBR shelf where I put books on there that are just on my TBR. I just know that I'm gonna hate that because then the books are not where they're supposed to go and I'm just gonna be confused. Okay, who am I kidding? We're gonna do another one of the special edition rainbows up there because I don't know what else to do with it, and I just have a feeling that that's a good way to utilize those books. Like, obviously, as always, I'm not gonna use all my special editions because I have too many to fit on this shelf, so yeah, we're not doing that. And I'm trying to do the rainbow again, so we'll see how that goes. This time I'm just gonna start with red at the top because I think I have a lot of red. I'm just gonna see. We're just gonna have a look-see, and hopefully it'll turn out good. Okay, now that that thing is standing, let's go do this. Whatever this is. I don't know if a lot of people do this, by the way, but I personally love to decorate by genre. That's what I do. I'm probably not going to walk you through each of the shelves just because I'm planning to do an in-depth bookshelf tour once I'm actually done with all this and once the fairy lights are up, once everything is pretty much done. So that's kind of the plan. Maybe I'll do winter like this. So pretty, it's so gorgeous. I'm just so excited. Look at how beautiful books are. I'm gonna put the books where they belong and I'm gonna do some fine tuning later. So it's gonna look messy for a while. Let's put my SJM books somewhere. I don't even know where the books are that I'm looking for. I don't know what the best plan of action is because I have books everywhere and I don't know where they belong to. Oh, I'm gonna do a dragon shelf. This time I'm gonna do a dragon shelf and it's gonna be fun. Mostly because I finally have my matching editions of Fourth Wing and they look kind of gorgeous and I have them inside out because they're pretty. So, dragons here. These are all classics. I don't know what to do. I have too many books. I've never said that. That is not on record. Okay, so one thing that I do definitely want to do, that was way too many do's in one sentence. I want to put these this way because I think they look gorgeous. So I might just do that maybe here. Maybe it's a good idea to work in series. I'm lost. Why do I have so many special edition books? I'm a little stressed by the fact that my books are not where they're supposed to be, but at the same time I love redecorating them. How about this time I make a fairy shelf, like with the Cruel Prince, and then I think that might be a good call. I'm giving it too much space, aren't I? Because this isn't gonna age well. I should probably take this plant away, right? That's not gonna make my life easier right now. She's heavy. For some reason she's a plant. Of course she's heavy. I unhauled this series, the Crave series, and hauled this twice. Because I hate it. So I'm gonna unhaul it another time. I'm gonna put it on my desk, and I'm gonna actually get rid of the books. Because I don't want to read them. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. I think what I'm doing right now is called Dark Academia. I'm missing books, and I don't know where they are. The thing is, if I have Dance of Thieves right there, what do I put next to Dance of Thieves and stuff? I'm gonna figure it out. And you're gonna watch me figure it out. Hold up. I was just thinking of putting these into Dark Academia, but One Dark Window is not actually Dark Academia, it's just dark fantasy. It's like a gothic fantasy. So maybe I can separate the two into like gothic fantasy and actual Dark Academia, and maybe that will work better. Ah. Legendborn is Dark Academia, right? Because she's in college. There's magic. I wish they said a genre. I wish it just said it's a genre, it's Dark Academia, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I still need to read the second book though. Hold on, I have 2 editions of Babel. Where is my other? There it is. Sometimes I'm surprised at how well the Dark Academia piles have like worked. I don't like that. Where do I put A Study in Drowning? Because that's so Dark Academia, but I probably have even more. Anyway, I'm gonna put it here for now. I just found more Dark Academia. Who would have guessed? No idea. I don't know. I have more dragon books. Where is the Poppy War? As far as I know, the Poppy War also has dragons. The book is called The Dragon Republic, right? There has to be a dragon. If not, that's on me. Please tell me differently, but I'm gonna put them on the dragon shelf. The thing is that When the Moon Hatched is currently on the pretty pile, on the tower, so I can't put that in here even though it would fit. the night circus. Up here. I feel like it's easier to do the romance shelf, but we're doing that afterwards. I'm gonna put the Sarah J. Maas shelf up in the top corner on the left. The thing is, that is a shelf that I never need to reach because I've read all of those books, so I never need to reach for them, except for when I'm like filming a video and there's like one of those books in there. Thing is, I have so many books, I don't know where to put all of them. Can somebody tell me why I read this book and I really enjoyed it, but I never bought the rest of the series? At this point, I just hope that I have all my retellings, because otherwise it's just not gonna be fun. Maybe I could pile something, I don't know. I never know with this shelf. This shelf is a weird mixture of random things. For example, these two. Are they technically retellings? No, I don't think they are. I'm gonna put them here because they're at the bottom. I was hoping this was gonna be cool and it wasn't. These two. These are Romeo and Juliet retellings, not fantasy, but retellings of classics. So we're counting them. We have Little Thieves and Painted Devils. Yeah, at this point, I'm just stuffing them in. How about we go with this, and then, okay. I'm gonna build a staircase downwards now, which is probably gonna go great. Staircases never go great with me. I'm just doing random stuff here, just pushing books left and right because I can. Anyway, moving on to my ocean shelf. I've had this ocean shelf before, so nothing too surprising here. A few more books on it, I think. Nothing major. I love this book. This looks so gorgeous. The ocean shelf is always very quick. Like, I assembled that very quick because they were all on a pile, and the pile was not messed with, so that was possible. I think this might have been where the shelf was previously, like on this exact shelf. Which one is the first one? The sequel. So this is the first book, The Wrath and the Dawn. It's gorgeous. And then The Rose and the Dagger is the second book. In case you can't tell by now, this is my Middle Eastern fantasy shelf. We hug the flame, we play the stars. Maybe I do like this and I put both of them on display because they're just so gorgeous. With this shelf, I'm trying to go more of the gothic route. This has been also like, I don't want to keep this. It's just, but that's not enough to fill a shelf. It's just a placeholder. This is cute vampires. It's also the werewolf shelf just because I only have one book and that has both in it, so we're dealing with it. Alright. I'm still thinking of getting the hardbacks for these books because I only have the self-published indie versions. So, we'll see. So now I have space. What did I do wrong? It's done. The first half is done. I'm just now realizing that there's a huge gap up there. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the books went. They're probably somewhere. Because this is the only shelf where I could have sworn I did nothing different. But apparently I did everything differently because there's books missing now. This shelf is currently looking very green because all my fake plants are in here. You can't even see the floor. I'm gonna show you what the mess is currently at. This is it right now. It's just not the best, but what else am I supposed to do? So, I forgot books. Ah, I hate when that happens. I just looked and I found some books on my sideboard, whatever it's called. I was doing so well. Anyway, let me put those just up on top of the shelf and then we're tackling this because it's a mess. Let me explain the mission for this shelf. So in the small one over there, I'm planning on doing a little bit of a like still dark academia. So I'm kind of bringing this shelf over to this shelf. It is a thing that I'm trying to do. It could fail miserably, but I do have some books that would be considered YA fantasy, but they don't really have fantasy in them. For example, Stalking Jack the Ripper, which there is no fantasy, it's just a mystery. It's kind of like Sherlock Holmes back in 1888, right? When Jack the Ripper was there. I was just thinking of the time and I was like, what time was it? 1888, you know this. So that's the vibe that some of these shelves will have, and then I will also be having like my classics shelf over there. And I'm also planning on doing a cozy fantasy shelf. So fantasy, but the plot is not about the fantasy, it's about the romance, and you could take the fantasy out completely and it would still make sense. That kind of fantasy. So we're putting that over there. That books in that category, for example, are the one where she falls in love with a ghost and she can see ghosts and her dad dies. Anyway, that's the plan, alright? And then this is gonna be romance, some of it's gonna be dark romance, small town romance. I have a lot, sports romance. We have stuff to go through. So let's go! Now let me find the rest of my Regency era romance, because weirdly enough, I have a lot. By the way, if you want a Regency era romance but also make it YA and make it cute and a little bit more representative, Queen Bee, great book. I don't like piles being in the middle of the shelf. I need them at the edge of the shelf. I just think it looks better. This shelf is gonna be like very dark, not just in theme of the books, but also just like the color. You see, everything's black. Lucky for us, the amount of dark romance that I own is not very large. So, yeah. I would love to like display something like that. Maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. And that's it. I don't have that much dark romance. What was I thinking having 4 shelves dedicated to it? So, I'm gonna do something very controversial, because this is technically a young adult romance. However, I felt very uncomfortable with it, and color-wise, it fits in here, so I'm just gonna put it in here. I need more than one shelf for sports romances. I should probably also sort by kind of sport, because I do have an out-of-worldly amount of hockey romances. So maybe they should go on top of here. I have authors like romance authors that made a series that is small town and made a sports romance series. So I'm not sure where to put them, if I'm gonna put them separately, but I think I might. Let me grab all my hockey romances. AKA, let me grab everything that I own by Al Kennedy. Or I just put the hockey romances here. This is a weird pile. Put all the books up. Now, the romance shelf is significantly more empty than the other shelf, for obvious reasons. I'm still probably gonna like switch up some of the books that like maybe are like bordering the romance part, but I think that's it. Now, if you're concerned about this empty shelf, please don't be, because as I said before, I have about 20 new romance books coming my way, and some of them are like beautiful hardcover special edition series. Well, I've ordered 4 different series, alright? One of them, the Bergman Brothers series, the ones that I'm like listening to on audiobook. And they're so good. So I'm making space. Imagine this space to be filled with beautiful small town romances. The next step is bedazzling. Now, how do we bedazzle? We bedazzle in style. I think that's the only way to bedazzle. I am gonna try and film as much of the bedazzling for you as I can, but until then, I'm already gonna say goodbye, because in the end I'm just gonna bless you all with a beautiful little room tour, but I'm not gonna talk during that. So, I hope that so far, and also like for the next few minutes, you're gonna enjoy, and you did enjoy this video. I had fun. Also, I didn't have an option because I was moving, so that was fun. And I hope to see you soon for future videos, because I am beyond excited to be in this new room, to have some like new bookshelves to film for you, to show you all. So stick around for a little decorating time lapse and the grand reveal of my room, and I will see you soon. Goodbye!
This isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon. Beside me, this isn't how it's supposed to be. Wish you'd stayed here right with me. I can't shake that feeling that we said goodbye too soon.